Alright. Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to do a little presentation on benefits and what they mean and how they affect you. My name's Alexis.
My name's Kim.
So, the different types of benefits that you receive might be Medicare, Medicaid, Link, or SNAP are all government benefits you use. Medicaid and Link are renewed annually, which means every year, and can be reviewed under the public aid system. Medicare is part of Social Security. The Medicare card covers hospital and medical expenses first. Then, if you have Medicaid, it is used to help cover medical costs. Some people also have prescription drug plans to help pay for their medications. Some people have to save money and use their $100 a month to help with the cost of these medications. Social Security, Railroad, or Veterans Awards are all benefits you may receive if you have a disability, if your parents worked for the railroad, if your parents are retired veterans from the armed forces, such as Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, or Space Force. Your parent or parents paid into one of these when they worked. It was a deduction from their pay for later use, like when we retire. Representative payee for Social Security, Veteran Award, or Railroad Retirement. Most people have a representative payee to help manage money. It could be a parent, guardian, or financial advisor. Some people manage their own money and pay Trinity rent. If Trinity receives money on your behalf to pay for room and board, it pays for you to live in your home. Trinity is the representative payee. So, what is room and board? Room and board are rent and utilities. Rent covers the home.
It says room and board and rent. Utilities rent covers for the home. Utilities are electricity. Some people's examples are light, TV, toasters, coffee, chargers, charging your iPad, phone, water, garbage pickup, gas, and stove and heat.
So at this time, we're going to go ahead and pause for a few minutes so you can discuss as a group some other things at your home that fall under one of these categories. Okay, we hope you guys had a few minutes to discuss and come up with some ideas and have good conversation about what you do with your room and board.
Personal spending, you're entitled to $100 a month from your benefits for personal spending. The $100 is to help buy things you need and want. If you work, you may owe additional money from your paycheck to pay for your rent. Well, I spend my money on bills, Netflix, going out to eat, personal care, hair, and co-pay doctor bills.
So let's go ahead and take another few minutes to pause and talk about some things you guys spend your $100 on. I also challenge you to discuss ways you may save money for some larger purchases that you may be interested in. Okay, I hope everyone had a chance to discuss those. Moving on to personal spending.
Personal spending is buying things you need like clothes, shoes, coat, medications, haircuts, personal supplies like soap, shampoo, toothpaste, and toothbrush. Before buying the things you need, make sure you have enough money to cover the cost. Make a list of things you need and save for those items. Having a list of prioritization, what is most important to have, like medication over a new pair of shoes or clothes. Budgeting is important, and it's It's important to save money for future items. Just because you may have money to spend, be sure it's is something you really need and just not want. I mean, yeah. Have you ever heard of the rainy day fund? The money is, that money is set aside for when you need something. For example, if you have a phone and it breaks, if you have saved money in the rainy day fund, that would be a way to replace or fix it, especially if you work and need your phone to contact your employer. If you only a pair of shoes, RIP, the rainy day fund could be used to purchase a new pair. If you decide to spend all your money on eating out or buying games or other items you may not you really not need to, you might not have the money for those important items when they break or get worn out like shoes. Personal spending is buying the things you want or enjoy, going out to eat, buying a game, going to the movies, shopping, amusement parks like Six Flags, bowling, zoo, arts and crafts, hobbies, phone minutes, movie apps, Netflix. In order to buy the things you want, you have to make sure you have enough money for the things you need. Some people may not have enough money in their account and will have to save some money over time in order to buy something that you want. Planning ahead and listing out needs versus wants can help save money for those outings like going to zoo or going to the movies. If you need help with budgeting and planning, staff can help you reach your goal to save money for the things you want or need.
So that was just a quick overview of some benefits and ways that you guys can spend your personal spending, along with budgeting for items you may want. So thank you for taking part in this training. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to any of the people on the committee or that show up on this slide. Thank you so much and have a great day.